Hello, welcome to another episode of Indigenous Survival. I am your host, Jeff Soaring Hawk Gibson. Beautiful day out here today. Um, I want to talk about staying powered on the trail. Well, there are a few options. Obviously, you would have a charger box that would plug into your electrical plugs at home. And if you're on, I know the Appalachian Trail has a few places where you can charge your phone. You can use that box and your charging cord and plug in and charge up your phone or even your phone power bank. Um, but they are limited, and it's kind of like first come first serve and sit and wait for somebody to be done. The other options are, you do have a power bank. They come in various sizes, and you also have solar. A good option would be, honestly, if I get cleared medically to go on the Appalachian Trail, because right now my pain doctor doesn't think that's advisable for me right now, I'm going to use all three options. When I got electricity available, yeah, I'll charge everything up. And I will use power banks. And I also will use solar for those days that I don't want to move too far because my back's bothering me. And why not? I got solar power. And besides that, with the solar power, with the solar panels, it runs more than one thing. So you can have, if you got solar lights or whatever, you can use those with your power bank. So we're going to go ahead and start looking at some of the options that are out there and get your opinion on them. Okay. Now, when it comes to solar panels, I buy mine from different places. You don't have to spend a ton of money on them. I mean, it's just not necessary. If you guys have been watching my videos up to now, you know that, hey, I try to do things on the lower scale of a budget. Why? I'm going to say it. I said this in one of my earlier videos, which is the more money that you put out for things, I'll be honest with you, the less fun it really is. I mean, back when I was a young kid, I had various different air rifles. The more expensive ones, you kind of tend to be a little more gentle with them because they cost you money. Those little cheapy air guns, I don't know how many times I dropped one, tossed one here or there because I didn't care about it because it didn't really cost that much. And it was a little more funner. I didn't have to worry about gently lowering it down. I'm climbing up in a tree to my friends or anything like that. You know what? I just dropped the damn thing. Who cares if it broke or it ran? To be honest with you, the cheaper ones seem to be more indestructible than these expensive things. So I like to keep things a little more on the lower end of the budget. I mean, yeah, there are some things you can't skip on. No, I wouldn't go out in the bush, do it out on a trail with a plastic kitchen set. It's got a plastic bowl and a plastic cup. Hell no. I don't care if they say they are heat resistant. I want good old-fashioned stainless steel. And if I could get away with it, a good old-fashioned small cast iron pot, a skillet, or a pot. With the lid, I can use the lid as a skillet. They're indestructible. So yes, give and take, but with some things, I bought expensive and it turned out the cheaper ones are just as good, if not a little bit better. And since, like I said, they're cheaper, you're not too worried about if they get hurt. Okay, so I got two different solar panels. I put them inside. I don't know what this bag was. I bought them at Walmart. It's like a 3-pack. It's made by a company called Swiss Gear. I'll be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure. It's in the luggage area. I'm not sure what it's for. But I like the bag. It's vented, but, I like the bag for storing things. So, like I said, I have no idea what, is in where you buy your luggage. I don't know what it's called. I don't really care because I was just looking for a storage bag for my stuff. Okay, here's the smaller one. This one I got from Temu. It's like $4. It has its own built-in charger cord, so you don't have to worry about losing it. It does come with another charger. This one is, I run Android products. So this one's for Android and for charging your battery boxes or whatever you want to call them, power banks, whatever they're called anymore. But like $4, it's got a hole. You can put a little string paracord through it. Actually, it's got one either which way, so you can go like this, you go this, however you want to do it. It's got a couple holes. You can put your paracord in it, string it up. You can put a D-ring through it, however you want to do it. Okay, I've used this for a little bit. $4, it's not bad. It's really not. It will put up power, you know, granted. Remember, it's small. It's going to take a while. So I would suggest if you're charging your phone or preferably a battery bank with it, hey, try to keep it, when it gets down to 90%, charge it back up. If you're resting for a little bit, you're going to settle down to get ready to eat something, fix it to eat, plug the damn thing up. As long as there's sunlight, let it run. That's this. Okay. A little bit bigger one. I got this one from Harbor Freight. This one will charge, unlike that one which only charge one thing at a time, this one will charge 2 devices. So, you know, 2 phones, 2 battery banks, phone and a battery bank, whatever. But it's also got your holes in it, but these are a lot better, of course. And they work better like this, where you can do it in a U shape, where it gathers more light. You can hang it from, if you got a tent, if you took a tent, if it's tall enough, or hang it from a tree limb. Same thing, you know, but it's a lot more powerful. You could charge, according to the thing I got with it, you can do a laptop, a notebook, or a phone and a notebook, whatever. As long as it's 2 devices. And also remember one thing, no matter which one of these you actually choose to use, or better ones, no matter how good your stuff is, it's only as good if you got the charging cords to get the power from it to your device. So, you know, I carry a few extras. You know, I run, like I said, I run Android equipped stuff. Okay, great. My phones are Androids. All my other stuff uses the same type of plug-in as an Android, but you know, it's only good if all I need is one cord. Yeah, but what happens if that cord breaks? Something happens to it, I lose it. You know, I carry at least 3. That way, if I want to charge more than one item, there I go. If not, I know I got backup cords should I lose one. And sometimes it's a good idea if you buy some orange duct tape or Gorilla Tape or whatever type. Put a little orange tape around it. Remember, or you could do bright green, bright yellow, something like that. It would stand out. It's harder to lose that way. But I'm going to talk about here in a second. I want to talk about the battery banks, because there's a whole wide range of battery banks out there. So get ready to talk about those. Okay. Here's 2 right now. First 2 I'm going to show you. This little guy came from Five Below. Just a little bitty power bank. Okay. Lightweight, yeah. But I've used this so far, and you may look at it and say, well, it don't really charge much. I mean, it's small. I've charged 2 phones and 3 other devices with this before it needed to be charged. So I got 5 charges, and now don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, well, my phones were practically dead. No, they weren't. I put my phones on charge when they get down to 85%. Sometimes that irritates my wife, because I'm like, you just got on it. Yeah, but I was on it for an hour. I'm going to put it on charge. Why not? I don't need it right now. Why not keep it charged up? So yeah, I'm not going to tell you it's going to charge 5 things from dead. Probably won't. Probably get 2. But that's better than nothing. Okay, like I said, this was $5, $5.55. Little $5, if you round it up, say $6. $6 insurance policy to charge your phone, and I got 2 phones. So I could charge both my phones to 100% with this, even if they were down really low. Because I figure if I could charge 5 things, 2 of my phones being at 80%, and the other stuff was dead, and it charged all 5, yeah, I figure at least I got at least 2 or 3 charges to my phones with just that. And like I said, that was $6. Okay, this one, I got this at Walmart. Most expensive one I bought. This one's got a lot of power and everything. This one I paid $50 for. Yeah. Is it worth it? I don't know. You tell me. It'll power a lot of stuff and keep it running for a long time. Used this when me and my wife went camping last summer, and I took one of the little USB port fans that you charge up, and then it's supposed to run for hours. No, it don't. It don't. Not on its internal charge. It don't. It runs for about an hour and a half, and then it dies. Plug it to this. I got the thing to run all night in the heat. Kept circulating the air, and I still had decent power on this. I think it got down to like 40%. So that ain't bad. Ran all powered a fan all night, and still had enough charge to probably charge a phone up. So you know, you tell me, is it worth the $50? I don't know. It could be, it could not be. I mean, it wasn't bad. That was the first one I bought too, by the way. Because once I got my solar panels, I wanted a charger box to go with them. Okay. Then you got these. Sorry about that. Came out. You got these type. This is a solar powered battery bank. I got this at Five Below. These were $10. Okay, I'll read what it says on it real quick. It's got overcharge protection. It's a solar panel that charges. Overheat protection. And you can charge it by either with the cord that comes with it and plug it in like you would any other battery bank, or you can use the solar panel to charge it. I've already played with this one, that's why it's out like this. And some of the things on the back, I'll show you what it says. It has 2 USB-C out inputs, dual USB-A outputs, plus it has how well it's charging with the solar, your battery power, how much power you have in it, and how much power, the battery capacity check button to tell you how much power you have. For $10, that's not bad. You could hang this to and it's trying to charge right now. You could hang this from your backpack, little cord as you're going, it's charging. Or if you, I bought 2 of them, one for my wife, so you know, you can just hang them there and let them charge as you're walking. You don't need to power it up or plug it in anywhere. Time you get there, this should be decently charged. Okay, a couple others. Now, if you notice, I do buy quite a bit of my stuff from Five Below and places like that. This is a flashlight lantern, but it's also a power bank. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to carry every single one of these power banks and stuff with me. I just bought them. Some of these I bought just for doing this video. You know, it's a flashlight, it's a lantern. It also opens up like this, so you got a standing lamp like this, or you fold it, and you got the flashlight here. You got, this is also a light, but being a power bank, it serves more than one purpose. So, hey, I'd rather have something that serves more than one purpose than just being a flashlight. At least it's a power bank I can use from it. The other one, last one I bought, I'm going to show, radio. It's a weather radio, also a little flashlight, but it's also a power bank. So, no, it doesn't, there are some out there that have a solar panel on them. This one doesn't have it. Got this at Walmart for, I think it was $45. But being a weather radio was the more important thing to me. You're on the trail, it may look like it's a little cloudy, but you go, yeah, I don't know if it's going to rain or not. I'd want to know if it's going to rain, when it's going to rain. That way I know how much time I got to stop and set up a my tent if I'm carrying one, or any other type of shelter, or if I'm not carrying any, which I should be anyway, at least I know how much time I got to get to a shelter before the rain hits. And the fact that it's a power box just adds to the helpfulness of it. Because what about if the other one's dead and you really need to charge your phone? Yeah, at least now I will say this: I have done it with them, and it will only charge one time and then it's dead. So it's basically you're using its power to charge your phone. It's good and bad, I guess, because it also charges the thing itself. But being able to dump the power from this to your phone, it's good and bad, I guess. Like I said, I guess, because, yeah, if I could get out and I need a call, yeah, I would rather have my phone at power enough to get out and call and get help. But I'm also taken away from the fact that I'm keeping track of what the weather is. Now, a lot of people out there may say, yeah, but my phone can tell me that too. Yeah, mine does too. But, you know, what about if you can't get out on your phone? You know, radio waves are not the same as the cell signals for phones. Radios can receive a lot more than your phone may be capable of doing at that moment. So it's a give and take. If I know I can get out, but my phone's getting weak and I'm down to low power, 2% for some reason, yeah, I'll dump the energy from that into my phone so I can call my wife and say, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm stranded, I'm hurt, whatever. Okay, fine. But if my phone has power, but I can't reach out, I know I can check the weather at least on this and get I can check the weather and get the information that I need to know if there's severe thunderstorm, maybe hail is in my area, maybe someone spotted a tornado or whatever. Flooding. It gives me that information where maybe my phone can't reach because there's no cell tower good enough to reach it. It's always a good backup. So, with those all being shown, you know, it just gives you various ways of staying with power. And even the power banks itself, you know, there's flashlights, there's lights, there's all kinds of other stuff that runs off USB, I should say, anymore that's out there. You can buy just about anything that runs off of USB. Sorry to say this, I'm going to kind of make a little joke, but I think there's even USB powered vibrators for women out there. Seems like every time we turn around, everything's USB. I've seen at truck stops, I've seen cooking utensils that are powered by USB. So there ain't really anything out there that's not USB powered. So having the ability to have extra power while you're out there, you know, even if you go, well, yeah, but there's a lot of places to charge. Yeah, and there is. I go to the Garfield Park and other parks all the time. And you know what? The gazebos have electricity. So you can, down the street, the little city park for me, before they started remodeling it, there'd be a ton of homeless people up there powering their free phones up. So there's electricity everywhere. Now, one I know doesn't have it is I go to Browning Mountain. There is no electricity up there. And I shot some videos from up there hiking up that way, and it drains your phone. And it's nice to be able to, I've had several occasions had to pull out my power box, plug into it, and charge my phone up to finish doing one of these videos. So, you know, whether you're going on a 20-mile hike, a 200-mile hike, or just chilling at the park, think of another way, a way to keep your phones charged. I mean, personally, if you're just chilling at the park, I'd already have my phone 100% and to hell with it, because I'm not going to be gone that long. It's a city park. I'll be down back home within 15 minutes. There's nobody I need to call that desperately. But other than that, there's just those are just helpful hints on staying powered when you're on the trail. And for my money, I'll be honest with you, like I said in the beginning of the video, I would probably do all three. I would charge from electric when I can get to it, if it's available. When it's not, I have my solar power, my solar charger. And I would probably, me personally, I would probably carry one of my solar chargers, one of the solar charging power banks, and a power bank. With those few little items right there, either which one of the solar panels, I should be able to maintain my phone at 100% almost indefinitely. At least until if I got hurt and or my wife's checking me if I do get to go on the hike on the Appalachian Trail. If I don't move for days and my wife's like, okay, maybe a couple days he's camping and resting, but I can't, he ain't moved in 3 days or 4 days. Yeah, my phone, I can, it's going to be my lifeline. So as long as I keep it charged, I can maintain what I'm doing. And another thing about the cell phones, I know a lot of people don't trust this part, and I really don't either, but you got that plant identifier on there. Keeping that cell phone full powered anymore, which they're not even phones anymore, let's be honest, they're mini computers. And I can scan that plant and see if it's edible. And if they say, yeah, it's edible, that's uses are this, and this, well, guess what? Or if I'm not sure about that berry, like these are raspberries, but if I'm not sure about it and they're right and I can't identify it and I use that and it says it's raspberries, I just found me a score. And I know that I got me some raspberries I can eat. So keeping that cell phone powered anymore is kind of essential. So I would always do all three. I'd have the electricity when I catch it. I don't. I got the 2 power banks to back me up. 1 solar panel to keep the other ones going. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. So, if you like this show, let people know about it. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. Always look back at my older ones. You'll see how well I've progressed in time. And I'm thinking about starting a Patreon part to where, if you feel like sponsor me to buy more equipment that you like to see happening, and I can maybe save you a chance of buying something that you didn't like by me buying it and trying it out and seeing that, if you saves you, like if I buy it, try it out, and it's junk, then you didn't waste no money. I'm the one that did. So, yeah, remember, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.